Hello and welcome to the video with me, Winner Andrew. It's another video of Weekly Andrew, in which this week I still only really have one anime to talk about, like normal basically at this point. Which this week is Mushoku Tensei, because I didn't get around to watching anything else this week, any other anime. So yeah, just weekly seasonal anime I'm watching this season, watch this week, and Mushoku Tensei is the only one I'm going to be talking about. In which, yeah. This season so far, I honestly feel like the quality's gone down from the first season. Considering I remember the animation and everything in the first season just being better than what it is in this season. Because to me, it just doesn't, most of the time, it just doesn't seem like the animation's up to par with the first season's animation and everything. And then there's also the whole thing where I can easily tell that there's a pacing problem going on in this season so far. Because I can tell there is stuff getting cut out, which I do also feel like is kind of removing some of the impact of the other scenes going on. Considering I really feels like some of the scenes should have more of an impact than they do, which I got a feeling that's due to things being cut out of it so far. Considering the fact that second episode there, one of the members of Counter Zero died, and I was like, who is that again? Yeah, I didn't remember him at all because they're that much of a background character basically. But yeah, besides that, there's also the in the second episode where Rududis was looking for searching for Sarah, and he started getting attacked, and it took me a moment to realize that this tree was actually a monster because it just came out of nowhere basically. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, I guess the tree's a monster. Seriously, it took me a moment to realize that because it just came out of nowhere. There's not much of an explanation of what's going on. But for the most part, I guess there are some scenes that are actually kind of good when it comes to animation at the very least. When I was looking through it, looking for some screenshots I could use, at least some of them did look kind of up to par with the first season, I think. But at least half of it, I think, just didn't. Which I probably don't choose to get screenshots because, well, they didn't look as good. But, yeah. Mushoku Tensei, so far at least, don't think it's as good as the first season was. But it's still kind of good, but it is still just the beginning of the season. 2 episodes in, plus the whole special episode of Fritz, with Sylvie. But, yeah. Mushoku Tensei, done talking about that. Don't really have much else to talk about this week, to be honest. There is the whole thing with Age of History 2, with the Addon Plus mod that I've been playing on since basically the beginning of the year. Yeah, comments on one of the videos this week kind of pointed out that a link to the mod didn't work. And yeah, apparently the mod has been dead since February and I never noticed. So yeah, basically the entire time, most of the time that I've been playing on this add-on plus mod so far, the mod's been dead. So yeah, kind of had to switch up the link to something else after searching for like an hour for another post on the forums with links to the mod. But yeah, I'm definitely not going through all the descriptions and everything and changing a link on every single one. Not happening. That's too much fucking effort. But yeah, I guess I will be finishing up the series I'm doing as Czech Republic on there, and that'll probably be the final time I actually touch the Add-on Plus mod, I guess. Considering after that, I got the Peru-Bolivian Confederation or whatever it was to do, and I think I'm going to have to go to the base game for that without mods. Unless I can find a mod that actually has that, which I guess I could do, considering I did take a look at a Mega mod. But I don't really want to play that until they fix the background art, considering they're using the Hearts of Iron 4 background, which just doesn't work well for the game considering everything's misaligned. It makes it very hard to tell where the islands are at in the Pacific Ocean as well. But, yeah, that's that stuff. Also kind of took a look at the videos so far with the first two episodes of Czech Republic series currently. First episode, 800 impressions so far as I am recording this. Second episode got 1,000 in the first hour, and so over 2,000 currently. No idea what's going on there and why the second episode is doing so much better than the first episode, but if I had to put it up to anything, that's probably because the titles of the episode. The title for the first episode isn't that good, I think. But it's the only thing you could really think that was kind of unique and not just completely repetitive with all the other titles I've used before. So, yeah. But that is that stuff done for that there. Trials and Tainted Space, I did basically focus on trying to finish Marillion this week, which I did. But because I did that, I didn't get around to any other H games really. But yeah, got Marillion finished. I'm going to be going to Uvator next. Once I get some other stuff done, I guess. Which will probably take me a week to get through all that. But, yeah. Last week I think I mixed up the Federation quest and Kata's quest for some reason. Don't know exactly how I mixed those up, but yeah. Kata and the probe are the two things that affect Shade. And yeah, there's basically three outcomes when it comes to Shade. Before she goes to Uvatal, she finds out about you and Kata, and you go talk to her. She leaves. You get the probe, and you tell her that you're related. She leaves. Or you do Kata's quest, then get the probe, tell her you're a sister, and then she leaves, without ever going to talk to her after the Kata's quest. So, yeah. I, of course, went for both there, because just better, I feel like. But, yeah. Uveto. Next, huh? Yeah, that's going to take a while to get through all that stuff, I think. Considering I have done a bit of a run through trying to see how much content there was before. And yeah, there is quite a bit. And then I'm going to have to be dealing with stuff when it comes to the Frostworm as well. With Nick and Nikkei, I guess. Yeah. Considering there's the old version of Nikkei before Patreon kind of nuked that because of incest and stuff. But, yeah. I'll take a look at that stuff and decide what I want to do when I get to that point, but until then, not going to bother with it. Especially considering I know how much time that takes up in the game going through that stuff. Goes through at least 100 days, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, I guess I'm basically done talking for this episode, because I really don't have anything else to talk about. Um, yeah. Actually, I do have one more thing to kind of mention, I guess. Friday last week. Kind of fucked up my toe. Considering I kind of sit on my legs, really, like one of my legs up in my feet up in my chair or something, and I end up blowing my right foot down and I end up hitting the side of my desk, and it really fucked up one of my toes. So much that's basically a week later, one of the rounds of the nail darn thing's still black. Though it has healed quite a bit, thankfully. But, yeah, that was painful. Seriously. I think nail got jammed in its toe or something. But so far, it's so good. A few more days and I'll probably be perfectly fine again, I guess. But yeah, that toe on the, right foot, nail got jammed in. But, yeah, that there, I think, is everything I was going to mention for this week. So, yeah, that there is in this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.